What's up, legends? All right, it's time for a very, very informative and slightly controversial conversation. We have been asked a million times over and over again, how do we afford to live the lifestyle we live? So what we're gonna do for you today is very simple. Right here in the heart of the busiest section of the busiest part of Phang Lao, Bohol, we're gonna break down our monthly budget for you guys. It's really, really simple. It's very, very quick and easy, but there's a few things that we need to discuss while we're doing this during the breakdown. The first thing we need to discuss is the honest misconception that happens amongst travelers, backpackers, and live abroad gypsy expats. Being able to define who we are and what we are as travelers. Are we Americans? Are we expats? Are we vacationers? Are we digital nomads? What do we qualify as? What does someone quantify and identify us as? What are our pronouns? We are millennial, gypsy, digital nomad minimalists. And that's honestly probably the best way I can break that down. What that means though, is that when we travel and we come somewhere to be or to live like we are here in Phang Lao or Bohol or the Philippines, the biggest thing people have to realize is that we didn't come here with money. Let me say that again for you. We didn't come here with money. We maybe, after taxes, airline tickets, expenses, to get here and for the travel basic breakdown, we maybe came here with about 6,000 US. That's it. It's been over 14 months since we arrived. And I will tell you right now, honestly, that's all gone. There is none of that left. We are at zero. So I want for all the Filipinos that are watching this and for all of the Pinoys in the Philippines and for all the foreigners that are around here, I want you to realize that there are people in the world who travel with nearly no money. Digital nomads don't exactly travel the world because they have money. They travel the world because they realize that there's a way to live and to survive and travel without money. There is a defining difference, a completely day and night difference between backpacker gypsies and vacationers. Canvasser. Just like that right there. Constant bombardment all day. Hey, you look like you have money. Come spend it here. Guess what, guys? We don't have any money. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna break down the misconceptions and the understanding of what it takes to budget for two adult millennial Americans living abroad as minimalist gypsies in a foreign country. Vacationers, people that are actually on vacation, people that save up all year, take a couple of days or a couple of weeks off and come here for the absolute fulfillment and enjoyment and the tourist trap thing. They are different. They are a much different crowd and a much different people than we are. Yes. We are not those people. You know, honestly, one of the toughest things that we deal with all day when we go places is being treated like we have money. Yes. Or being canvassed like we have money to spend. Like that right there. Hey, shout out! Hey, hey, look at that. Spend that money, spend that money.
Yeah. Have my group.
That's right. How about you come on my boat? I charge you. Oh, see? See? Perfect example, perfect example. Cheers, Tagay. Right here, all day long. It does not stop. So we came down to, hey, shout out. So we came down to one of the busiest places in Alona Beach just to show you a quick perspective of what it's like when you walk around here with a little bit of light skin. Now, I want to be very clear here. We are not being negative in any way. We are simply being honest with you guys, which is what we promise to do the entire time. There is a vastly huge difference between vacationers and live abroad gypsies. We are gypsies.
Yes, very much so.
Very much so.
It's different. This kind of car for the join abroad.
So as you can see, there's an application for it. There's a complete application for those kind of canvassers, beggars, or what I call hawkers where I'm from. Yeah. Here they call them canvassers. There's a complete application for it. There are people here on vacation 24/7 who you can very much get a couple $100s out of very, very quickly here. And at the end of the day, they did come for an all-out tour of this whole thing and the whole experience. So for them, good on them. That's not us. The misconception between cultures across continents is a very, very big thing. And for a lot of people, it can be a little frustrating. As an American, imagine, I want everybody to put it into perspective. Take a humbling moment and put yourself in perspective. As an American, I grew up poor. I grew up low income. Now, I would really be curious to know, you can comment below, what do you immediately feel as a Filipino when you hear that? I'm very curious. Dear Philippines, I grew up poor. Low income is a very big thing all around the world. Poor and impoverished knows no color, knows no religion, and knows no region. There are poor and impoverished people all over the world. I come from a budgeting low income family, and I have maintained that minimalist budgeting low income lifestyle my entire life. I'm okay with it. Less than 100 worldly possessions owned at all times. And for me, it's very much a comfortable thing. I have absolutely no problem admitting to you guys that we're here on zero.
We are.
It is what it is. It's been well over a year since we got here. And at this point, we are at absolute zero. Believe it or not, a really unfortunate thing happened for me that even at 35 years old, I wasn't even aware it was gonna happen.
36.
Well, it happened when I was 35. But earlier this year, I had the unfortunate moment to realize that if you stop using your bank accounts, if you stop using your bank accounts, they just shut them off and turn off your cards and your accounts, send you the check for whatever's left in there, and call it a day.
Yep.
Unfortunately for me, I went 90 days without actually having any expenditures in my accounts, and every single one of my banks shut me off, closed me out, closed my cards, closed my accounts, mailed the last $20 I had left to my mom's house, and left me hanging with zero digital accountability abroad.
Yeah.
Being broke abroad without even a credit card or debit card in my name. It's tough, and it's been a really, really tough journey figuring all of that out and how to survive through all that. So, with all that being said, let's do a quick breakdown here on the raw numbers here, okay? We barely on a month clear between $200 to $500 US a month, and it varies. And that's just digitally what we're making online digitally at this time with my current work and consulting and digital content creating. We may be clear between $200 to $500 a month on a good day. That being said, our monthly budget rounds out to basically exactly the same. We live in a studio apartment. Our rent costs right around 15,000 pesos a month. Our rent is 10,000 pesos a month, but power and electricity in Panglao, Bohol, right? Electricity is one of the most expensive areas on earth. The electricity cost of living rate here per kilowatt is higher than over 99% of the world because of the lack of their powered infrastructure.
Yes.
That's a pretty humbling fact. Yeah, there's power here, but where it comes from is a long way away, and it's a finite resource. Because of the availability of it, they charge an arm and a leg. We are paying almost 3 times as much per kilowatt here in the Philippines as we were in America.
Yes.
That's insane, and that's a fact. So our rent is $10,000 a month. Our power bill, only to turn the aircon on when we sleep at night and to watch TV for a little while, and for me to run my computer with a small fan in front of it, cost us about 5,000 pesos a month. Half our month's rent in power.
Yes.
Humbling facts.
Yes.
That's it. We're going to show you right here and now what a month's budget for 2 American millennials looks like here in the Philippines. One of the biggest questions I get as a chef all the time is, where do you source your food? How do you trust what you have? Who do you trust? Where do you get it from? For us on this tiny little tip of this tiny little island in the middle of nowhere, we come down to El Rines. And El's is a really awesome little corner where they have the local canderia, which if you've seen before, we did some really killer episodes there. We've drank some tuba, we've had some food. These guys are super big friends of ours here. We love coming down here for the best food in town. And ironically, at the same point, right over here, we've got the meat trading. So this is our little spot here. And I gotta be honest, it's pretty awesome. It basically has everything we need. It doesn't have the beef, but it's got the pork and the chicken.
And it's been really good. We haven't been disappointed at all or gotten sick. So we keep coming back.
Yeah. It's really the only choice around here for meat. There's probably 3 or 4 other ones like this on the island, but for us here at the inn down in Dorho, this is what we trust. This is what we like. This is where I get my meat.
Duck.
Woo! Yeah, number 1 problem for me around here. Hello, Mangapon. Hey. Hi. So they've got all the veggies that you need here. Everything from your sour gourd to your chilies, your cabbage, your ginger. You've got carrots, onions, eggplant. They've got a little bit of everything here. Basically everything that you see in my kitchen, we have right here from the market. And then of course they have all of their meats. They have some wholesale bulk, half pig, whole chickens. They have all your basics here, your meatballs, your chorizos, your hot dogs. But at the same time, then they've got over here, as you can see, it's very, very busy because it's party weekend. They've got the pork, they've got the chicken. And when it's my turn, I'm gonna grab a bag or we're gonna head over and we're gonna grab our stuff. They weigh it up over here and we pay the lady. That's it. And then if I need ingredients for some of my cooking, like we know that I need a few things right now. It's for, like, I need some sinigag. So I know I need some seasonings here. This is Silver Swan. This is basically everything that we lean and depend on here. Don't really think I need that much, but I know I need some. We have some empty bottles at home, so I could get the packs and then just add those where I need them. We'll probably go with that and keep it minimal. We don't know how much we're really gonna need right now. Yes, we definitely know that we need some magic set up. I've already got some umami at home. All right, so now this is the other ingredient that they are telling us that we need traditionally, which is the patis, the fish sauce, basically. So we need to get a jar of the patis, and we need to get some magic syrup, and now it's time to get a few more ingredients. All right, so she's holding on to all those basics right there. And I think the last thing that's really on my ingredient list for today, I know I need some tomato paste for one recipe, and then we need some coconut milk. 80 for the big one, 40 for the small. Little goes a long way. All right. Boom. That's all we need there. The rest is all proteins, and then we get the rest from a different veggie stand down the road.
Yes. Okay. Sounds good.
All right. All right, so we definitely know that we want some more bones and marrow because we're definitely going to do a mango bean soup again. It's basically become one of our favorite things around here. And then also if we do some sabao, we know we're going to want it as well. So first things first, come in here and try to find a knuckle with some marrow. Marrow versus bone line, that is the difference. Okay, so we've got our bones, we've got our marrow. Now I need a little belly and some fat. We already have cheek and jowl, so we know we're good for the sisig, but I want to make some pancit. I also am thinking about making an adobo, so I probably need to look at more of the meaty chunks and meats. And then I know we need to make chicken adobo, so we need some chicken as well.
420 kilo.
Okay, and then this one, what's this one?
Beef lean.
Beef?
Yes.
Really?
450.
450 per kilo, okay. They have beef in here right now. That's rare. It's actually red beef loin.
That looks good.
I'm impressed. Okay, so we got a little bit of the pork chop. We got some pork fat. And we got our pork bones and marrow. 3 nights worth of pork. Now we need some chicken so we can get the adobo prepped up. We've got our chicken, we've got our pork. The rest of the things we're gonna get at a different location down the street. Sign the check out and see the bill.
Back in the States, I did a lot of grocery shopping by myself. It's nice to have him here and doing most of the grocery shopping.
Yeah, I'm a pretty nice catch. I can cook and clean and grocery shop. All right, so we check out all that's on the basics, so they ring up the obvious, and then we're gonna go ahead and weigh our schmeats.
Okay.
Manok.
Manok. Put
Menek.
177.
Okay.
Menek is 177. Baby.
Belly.
One belly.
Belly
161.
161.
One
Breast.
pork.
No.
Pork.
No.
Baboy.
Baboy. Katang si baboy.
No.
Okay. And bones.
Bones. Pork bones.
Yeah. Oh.
188.
180.
Alrighty. Pila, ma'am.
828.
Whoa! Okay. All right. 828 pesos for a week's worth of food. Not bad.
Less than $20.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. All right.
Thank you so much.
Salamat kaayo.
Thank you so much.
And just like that, we've got our groceries and our proteins for the week. We've got our mixers, ingredients, sauces, and glazes and spices, and our magic syrups. Time to grab a few veggies and fruit on the way back, and that's it for the week. Cheers, guys. Thank you. Salamat. Balik. Woo! Thank you. Come again. Have a nice day. The hospitality knows no bounds around here.
Okay, now time to put the food in the trunk.
Now time to load up the trunk. That's right. So.
I'm the trunk.
She's the trunk that comes with a trunk. Woo! Yeah. All right. On to the next stop.
We go again.
So like we were talking about before, the beauty, the art, the culture, and the religion aspect of these areas, these cultures and people is so beautiful. This is a procession that we just came across right now. And these guys are on their way to worship and service and ceremony here. It's very beautiful, and here comes the shrine of St. Augustine himself. Just got to give it to him. I think it's really beautiful. Somewhere in there was a band. I think that's great. I think that's very beautiful. Hello, sir. Mangapon. All right, so on to our next stop here for grocery shopping for the week. Everyone has their own little specialty. There's the meat area, there's the veggie area, and then there's 2 stands that are really good at fruit. This is our veggie lady. We love her to death. She's right here in the heart of Poblacion, right next to the main market and square. We just had the church parade go by, and as you can see, it's really, really busy. It's like 5-something in the afternoon, late evening here, so it's kind of going from Mayangapon to Gabi, or the nighttime here. And we just got to get some veggies, grab a few things from the market here, and I do it all for that look. Right there. Oh, look at her, look, that's right.
I think that's what marriage is in the end.
That's right.
We can annoy each other the worst.
Oh, she's the winner. She gets the crown. Yes. She gets the crown. We won't argue that today. Nope. Hello. Amigo, amiga. Yeah, oi. Believe it or not, I can actually stand in this one. It's nice. It's one of the few I can actually get a little headroom here. Not in the backside, but right here in the front, it's great. She does such a good job at keeping everything clean and displayed too. Wow, that big giant fat ginger there, we're gonna grab that. Oops, salamat. So you just grab a basket and then you just kind of go to town, start picking. So she's gonna go for the chiles and some calamansi. At least a dozen, at least. We need some more garlic. Ooh, nice and heavy.
So since we moved here, Dagan has basically taken over the grocery shopping and the cooking, which has been really nice. Now, he did cook majority of the time when we were in America, but now he cooks even more majority of the time, meaning he's pretty much the only one who cooks unless he's sick. It's been really nice. For both of us, because he's practicing his culinary skills and refining and honing in on the Asian Pan-Pacific, and I just get to sit back and eat. Ooh, look at that ginger.
Oh, yeah.
The ginger here is so good. It's actually grown here. Trying to figure out when unknown or new to us veggies and fruits are good is a little bit of a trick.
All right, so she's just about done weighing and adding everything together. We also get this big cabbage right here. And then we almost forgot one of our favorite ingredients, which is the sweet pumpkin gourd, which has been doing good for our bodies, our digestive, and it adds flavor and crunch. It's literally amazing. And honestly, when you cut it open, the whole house smells good. It's like one of the most sweet, clean, pumpkin, melon smell flavors I've ever tasted or smelled. It's amazing. Oh no, we'll take it. Don't need to cut. Oh. Sanang? Tanang. 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 And then what is it called again? Kalabasa. Kalabasa?
Yes.
Tanang ka kalabasa? Oh?
Yes.
Okay. 474 totolo. Okay. Just a few chiles. Maybe like a few chiles. Okay, 474 pesos for our veggies for the week. Okay, salamat. Okay, salamat kaayo. Thank you so much. So, balik means yes, see you again next time. So, all right, so we've got our veggies, we've got our proteins. I think the only thing we need now is some fruit, and we're good to go for the night.
One of the great things about eating Filipino is that most of the food's really, really, really healthy. If you stay away from the amazing bakeries around here,
If we stay away.
if you can stay away from the bakeries, which we have been for the last month, you can eat really, really healthy for really cheap. We love that about the Philippines. Homeward bound?
Yeah.
Homeward bound.
All right, so let's finish this financial breakdown for a minute. So for our meats and protein basics, it was 860 pesos for the week. Eggs is an additional 240 pesos for a tray for the week, okay? Our veggies came out to about 450 pesos for the week. Fruit came out to about 350 pesos for the week. Rice, rice. Rice is a controversial topic here. There are rice hikes and rice scams going on currently to where the country and the president of the Philippines himself had to set a price cap on rice just to calm down the hikes and the rate inflation that was happening because of rice hoarders who were stockpiling to control the supply and demand rather than diluting the market. It's an old school scam. I've been part of it before in America with different items like beer and wine and food supplies and sales. It's unfortunate to see. It does happen everywhere in the world. And ironically, when we first moved here, there was a seafood price hike where the investigators, the government, the police, the military had to come in and shut down most of the seafood markets in the islands around here because of the price hike scams that were happening around here for tourists and for visitors. Our extensions and visas, they average right around 2,500 pesos to 4,500 pesos a month. And that actually varies depending on the month that we're extending. Some months is 5,000, some months is 3,000. So depending on that, and that's per person. So depending on the month that we're here or how long we've been here each time between our visa hops, that can go from 2,900 pesos to 4,900 pesos per person, per month, per extension. Gas for our bike is a very simple 600 pesos a week. We do what we can, we don't go very far, and we know how to budget and break down our gas for the week so that we don't go over it. All right, so if you take those raw tax numbers and you break that down, that comes out right to about 2,740 pesos a week. Cost of living for food, supplies, and gas for her and I. Not including rent, not including power, and not including visas. Take that and times that by 4. rare to see a super bike around here. I like it. So you take that cost of living per week, times that by 4 for the month, that comes out to 10,960 pesos a month. Cost of living, flat, bottom line breakdown, 10,960 pesos a month. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our visas, we're gonna add our rent and power, and what we're gonna get there is gonna come out to 28,460 pesos a month for full cost of living for 2 millennial adults living abroad in the Philippines for everything that we need. Average, if you divide that by right now, the current exchange rate average for $1 to peso is 56 in the banks. So let's divide that by 56 right now. So that comes out to $508 US a month. That's it. That's the short and sweet of this, $508 a month. Let's call it $500 a month because you can play around, right? So $500 a month cost of living for the two of us. What that was in America was nearly 10 times that. We were paying about $5,000 a month to survive, but we were only making about $4,600 a month to survive. So we were on a downfall with the inflation crises of America, and it's one of the reasons we left. One of the last big things to consider and understand here in the Philippines is the whole tourist and adventure side of things. We are, again, not here on vacation. We are not here as tourists doing the tourist thing all the time. We very much don't have the money to do the tourist thing all the time. Do we go to the beach? Yeah, because we're on an island and there's beaches everywhere and it's free to go to the beach. Some of them. Do we go see our friends at night and have dinner? Yeah, we have friends here. A lot of the time they cook us dinner. Have I gone on adventures? Have I gone and done things out here with the islands like when Uncle David and them came to see us? Yes. Uncle David paid for those things. I could not afford to do those things without him coming and volunteering his time, effort, and money for that. And I'm very appreciative of that. But like we said, we want to be transparent with you guys. We do not have the money to go to the Chocolate Hills every week, to go to all the 27 different waterfalls on our island. We don't have money to go visit all these other towns and barangays across this island. We definitely don't have the cash yet to head to the next island, which is our really big goal, is to move on to another island and spend about a year or so exploring the next island, which would either be Mindanao or Leyte or Samar. We very much want to do that. And at the same time, we love Bohol and we don't want to leave, but we do need to see the rest of the Philippines. So we really want to move on to the next island. But unfortunately, for right now, we do not have the financial capability of transferring to the next island. But soon, we are manifesting, we are creating, and we are proud of where we're going. And that will happen very, very soon. But for now, humbling times, humbling realizations, and worldly knowledge. So if our cost of living is $500 a month, and we're only banging out maybe $200 to $400 online a month digitally, then the obvious question comes up, well, how are you making it work? Odd jobs. Odd jobs online, odd jobs abroad. If you guys remember, Alyssa and I took a job for about 2 months sailing, delivering a yacht. And with that, we got a basic minimal yachty pay for that. But that little subsidiary was enough to cover the difference for another couple months for us. Otherwise, we do online consultant work. I do over-the-phone consultant work, digital consultant work. I'm also working on digital design work where I'm designing watermarks, portfolios, helping people start their YouTubes. I'm still doing industry consulting where I'm helping people start their restaurants and bars and open them abroad. If people that I've worked with in the past, if they need help or consultancies, they call me and I work with them over the phone. And we do what we can. We are barely making ends meet, and that's okay. That's okay. Because we're happy and we're at peace right now. Where we'll go and where we'll be from here, nobody knows. I do know that we're gonna grow, we're gonna keep growing, we're gonna keep expanding, and we're gonna keep conquering. And as that growth and expansion comes, we will travel the rest of the Philippines and we will see all of you very soon on each of your islands. I promise you that. If you want to know more and you want to get a more in-depth conversation with us, you can head over to our Patreon website, become a member, and drop in there and we can talk completely privately offline. Or you can head over to our new YouTube membership page, which is just click the membership button or the join button right there on our homepage, become a member, and we will discuss way more in detail the logistics, the finances, and the cost of living and the breakdown of what it costs and takes to be here in the Philippines completely, from top to bottom, down to the penny. If you want to have real in-depth conversations with us about what it takes to be here in the Philippines, head over to our membership channel. Time for a little noise around here, guys. Cheers until the next episode. We'll see you then. If you like this episode and you appreciate our honesty and our humble opinion, then go ahead and check out our next couple of episodes right here, where we do a breakdown on travel tips and guide experience stuff here in the Philippines. And if you want to see what it's like transitioning and adjusting to Filipino life around here, check out this episode here, where we drop in and move into a nipa hut for a month. Definitely a humbling experience. Make sure to check them both out. Make sure to hit the subscribe and like button, and we'll see you in the next episode, legends. Cheers.